Hey girl, let's go ahead, jump right into this reading. Let us see what the messages are that Spirit has here for Jewel on today. Please do keep in mind, y'all, these are general messages. Only take what resonates with you and leave the rest. Not everything's going to resonate with you, so just leave the rest, all right? Let us see. If this is not your reading, if I'm not a reader for you, there are other readers here on YouTube, and I always want you to get the message, the assistance that you need. Go and find you a good old reader, love, if I'm not the one, that is. Let us see. Thank you, Spirit. What are the messages? We have Catalyst Flame. It says, what if this connection isn't meant to last, but to help you prepare for the one that is? Okay. We have trust issues. All right. It says, you say you want closeness, but you're scanning for betrayal. Are you really protecting yourself or just pushing them farther away? Ooh. All right. We have mind connection. You could talk for hours and still not run out of things to explore. This connection keeps you intellectually stimulated and mentally nourished. It's the best kind of connection. Amen. Painful past. The history between you is heavy and neither of you knows how to put it down. You're trying to build a future while still bleeding from the past. You see? So you and this person connect at the mind. I feel like, you know what come to mind here? PTSD, PTSD, all that stuff, right? You know what comes to mind because of that? Trauma, right? Trauma, the things that you experience, it changes and shifts the way that your brain works. The chemicals in your brain change and shift every time you experience a severely traumatic situation. Now, not everything is severely traumatic. Not everything is going to shift the way that your brain works. You understand what I'm telling you? But you and this person, then the fact that it's colorful, you and your person might be on the scale. That's something that's coming back up. We talked about that, and touched on that about maybe a year ago or so. It's coming back up. You and your person may both be on the scale, okay? And this may be something that neither of you recognize or notice until later on. But like, for example, if you pay very close attention to details and you notice everything, your person may be like that, or they may have a different way, you know what I'm saying, of going about it. But nevertheless, you may have like amazing memory, that type of stuff. Things that just are not neurotypical. Like neurotypical people would not understand what I'm talking about. But if you and your person resonate in that way, then you get it. Okay, so anyway, moving forward, had this painful past, was not the best. Okay, it created trust issues for them. It created trust issues for you. They could be with someone. You could be with someone. Put yourself on whichever side you go. But the connection is not meant to last. It's something that's there to prepare you for the one that is meant to last. The one that Spirit has for you is making their way towards you, or you already know who this person is. We have mutual effort. You'll know because you and the person are both going to be willing to put in mutual effort. A lot of the best relationships start off as friendships. It's not something that, hey, yeah, we got to be together right now. No, listen, I've been through a lot. You've been through a lot, child. I don't even want to be with nobody right now. I ain't going to stop you. I am not going to hold you. I just want to be by myself, okay? So if you could love me while I be by myself, fine. You get what I'm saying? But I do not want to be with nobody right now, or something like that. That's what, the pain and the trust issues and all that will do to a person, especially when you're like, I don't want to become bitter. I don't want to become bitter. And that's what I've heard. I've always heard that. As a high priestess, most high priestesses don't ever get married. They don't ever have friends. They don't do things like that. Why? Because, well, you know why. They pick up on a lot of everything that's going on. And the stuff that's just not right and that other people would deal with, they ain't dealing with. And they're always challenging themselves to be better and grow. And in the event that somebody else is not doing that, then that shit gonna fall off. So it's like, I pray that, the case all the time. But shit, I have heard that. Okay, I have heard that before because of that. So you might be like, shit, I could just be alone, But it says you're both showing up, checking in and putting in the work. That's what makes this love thrive. All right. So it wouldn't matter if I talk to you in the last 90 days. I'm going to reach out. I'm going to say, hey, you get what I'm saying? You good? You need anything? No? All right, bye. You get what I'm saying? Especially because you just want to be by yourself right now. You've been through so much that it's like, I don't want to go through anything else. And if this situation has potential to put me through something else, I don't even want to do that. I don't want to do you either. We have settling. Exactly. No more of that. It says you're not content. You're convinced that this is the best you'll ever get. If you knew something better was coming, would you still stay? Hell nah. You get what I'm saying? That's why it's like, what is the better though? You know what I mean? Like, is the better a better mind? Because yeah. If you feel like somebody and you have a better mental connection, heck yeah. Especially when you feel like you settling. Oh shit. You know, me and you have this better mental connection, and we both put in the work, and we both that girl, that dude, that whatever it is. Are you kidding me? The things that we could do, like, are you kidding me? So yeah, of course, absolutely. Bye. You will leave the situation that you know what I'm saying? The fuck, hello. You get what I'm saying? But sometimes you like, I just don't like, you don't want to add any more stress or tension or pressure, period. So you're like, I just don't want to do nothing. Then that's how sometimes people get stuck in situations that they don't even really want to be in, because they don't have the capacity, the strength to do anything that brings on more stress. You know what I'm saying? Ciao, good night. What is back here? We have afraid to leave. You see that? It says you're staying because the unknown feels scarier than the unhappiness you've normalized. Child, no, but it's not. You see what I'm saying? It's really not. Like, there's so many people in the world, y'all. And again, it's not even about that. Just, I mean, you got to look at it too, right? Like, if you're in a relationship or a connection and you're doing everything, what would you really be losing or missing out on if you're not in that relationship? Well, if the answer to that is nothing, then why the heck are you in that relationship? You see what I'm saying? So I feel like that's where Spirit is coming from with that. Yeah, we have 444 and obstacles. You know, 222, 444 exactly. Boundaries. What boundaries? Alchemy. I just mentioned this. Everything that I'm saying, God, per usual. Thank you, God. All right, messages. Oh, yeah, pretty much. We have deception, surrender, resistance, boundary. Okay, what's the underlying energy here? Obstacles. All right, so it says the road ahead may present some challenges. Consider looking for an easier path to your destination. Yeah, like you don't have to be with the catalyst flame. You deserve to be with somebody that, you know, you can trust. It says be aware of those who operate with dishonesty and deception. You see, don't let the darkness take advantage of your light. And do not rush into agreements or actions without clarity. There you go. All right, surrender. Release your need to control the outcome. Surrender is not powerlessness, but the sacred recognition that you are intricately. I always do this with this word. We're not doing this right now. Connected to a higher intelligence. One that flows through you, not apart from you. Okay? Anyway, back to me being on the scale. Yeah, so anyway, moving forward. Be aware of subconscious resistance coming from deep within yourself. Are you resisting change through self-sabotage? Boundary. Your energy is sacred, and it is your right to protect it by setting clear boundaries. Honor your energetic limits, for what is aligned with you will never require self-sacrifice. All right, so yeah, if in any way you are sacrificing yourself over and over and over again, especially because sometimes love is sacrifice. A lot of the time love is sacrifice, right? But if you have to keep sacrificing yourself and the other person is not, things that you need keep going undone, unmet, you know, you bring it up to their attention, it's like, you know, and eventually you're going to stop saying it. You know, you give people chances because of who they are sometimes, or how long y'all been together, or the position that they have in your life. Like if it's just a boyfriend, girl, bye. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, if it's just a boyfriend, please leave. You stop playing games with me right now. Like, why are we even talking about this? Why are we doing this reading if it's just a boyfriend? Y'all don't have no kids together. Y'all don't share no bills together. It's just a boyfriend. Please leave. Please leave. You listen, you should have been my friend back in the day, baby. You should have been my friend back in the day. Boyfriends are very replaceable, baby. You're extremely replaceable. You're a boyfriend. It's not that serious. Okay? Husbands and spouses, totally different. Totally different. So maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's your husband. So you actually, your subconscious is like, oh, because you know it's my husband. No, you know, because my husband shall. Do husband act like he husband? Do husband know he husband? Because everybody wants that Proverbs 31. But are you being what you need to be in order to receive that Proverbs 31? You know what I'm saying? Or do you just want that? That's not how it works. You get what I'm saying? You said what? Up when everybody go to sleep, up before everybody wake up, using her skills, her talents, her gifts that God gave her to make sure the family is good. What? Are you the husband that's ready to receive that, though? Is the question. That's why I said boyfriends are very replaceable. Husbands, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, but are you a husband, though? Is the question. Because you could be in a husband position, but be acting like a boyfriend. And if you're acting like a boyfriend, then you're replaceable. You understand what I'm saying? If you're a wife, but you're acting like a girlfriend, then you're replaceable. You know what I'm saying? So you have to be what you are and be that. Otherwise, why are you that? Get out the way. Right? Get out of the way. So let us see. Thank you, Spirit. Uh-oh. All right, we have Master of Destiny. Oh, yep, see? Somebody was trying to set you back, man. All right? Setback, obstacles, deception. You see, it's the deception of all that. It's time to put boundaries up with this person. Drop them like a bad habit. You know, that's it. It says this roadblock may be the universe's way of steering you towards something better. Exactly. If progress feels impossible, consider whether the timing of the path itself needs to shift. Exactly. The timing or the path. It's not the timing, it's the path. You and this person, you and whoever you keep trying to do this with, you already have the plan. The plan already works. You're a master of destiny. This person, on the other hand, yeah, see, they're in the way. It says you are not at the mercy of fate, but a conscious creator of your destiny. Stop waiting for a sign. You are the sign. Ciao. You are the sign. Okay, beloved? You don't need no sign. Come on, sign. You the sign. It's a freeze watch out here right now, y'all. See, and I didn't even know that. The day that I decided to finally pull out this sweater that I had for months, almost a year, y'all. Okay? I finally get to wear it. Because in Texas, let me tell you something. You don't get to wear stuff like this that often, in my opinion. It don't be that cold here. You know, where I'm from, I'm used to like 7 degrees, negative numbers, you know, stuff like that. This is okay compared to that. So I finally get to put this on. It's so cute and cozy. But anyway, it says a higher plan. A higher plan is unfolding for you beyond what you can consciously comprehend. The divine design is perfectly aligned to support your growth as an individual, as well as the harmony of the collective. Exactly. So you have a higher plan. 33. Shout out to the Life Path 33s. 22. You see me? Oh my God, Spirit, you talking to me, boo? 22. Shout out to Life Path 22s. But 22 could be significant to you. You could be born on the 15th to 22nd. Not the 33rd, obviously. But 33 could be significant to you. Okay, my mom sent me something the other day, so I'll share this with you. The 33rd, like if somebody tell you they're gonna do something, yeah, they're gonna do it on the 33rd. How about that? Okay, but that's not what it said in the thing, but that's the reference that I'll share with you. How about that? The spirit world. Okay. So yes, somebody said they're gonna do something, you like, child, shit, you're gonna do that shit on the 33rd. Meanwhile, I have a higher plan. I'm already getting it done. There is no 33rd, y'all. So that means they never gonna get it done, okay? Just for those of you who like, 33rd, what is Boo talking about? 33rd, if it went over your head. They're never gonna get it done, all right? So we have the spirit world. The spirit realm is communicating with you, whether through symbols, synchronicities, or inner knowing. Be open to receiving connection and support from guides, ancestors, and loved ones beyond the veil. Exactly. Underlying energy here is limitless. You are limitless. You cannot be held back by whatever this is, whoever this is. This is ridiculous. Okay. Meanwhile, you have a whole mind connection where both of you have put in mutual effort. Girl. So it says, this is your invitation to think bigger, dream bigger. The world has placed limits on what's possible. Now it's time to see for yourself what's beyond them. Exactly. Back here, facing shadows. I just said in the last reading, you've been doing your shadow work. Somebody else has not been. That's what it's given again. All right, this is the time to look within, to confront what you have been avoiding. The light you are seeking may be hidden in the darkness you fear. Exactly. Exactly. Okay. Shadow healing is not for the weak. Look, the moon, exactly. But you have to do it. You want to detach from the BS. You want to detach from the stuff that's been weighing you down, all the betrayal, disappointment, sadness. You have to do it. Because it creates a demon. And then that demon be trying to control your life. We have the Six of Swords. Six of Swords is space and distance. Yeah, there's a new beginning. You're distancing yourself from somebody here. You're moving on from something. You're no longer accepting half-ass apologies or half-ass effort. Yeah, somebody is stressed out about this. We have an emperor here who's very stressed because they know. All right. Or we have somebody who's stressed because they know you're going to an emperor. Yeah, that's how I see that. We have somebody stressed because they know that you and an emperor are coming together. You and your divine masculine are going to be coming together. And somebody's stressing about this. All right. We have the Queen of Pentacles here as the underlining. I can't make this up. That's boring. Okay, so yeah, your Emperor wants to hold on to you. Maybe they haven't heard from you in a while, and maybe they haven't heard from you in a while because you was doing other things, you know. Not other people, other things. Okay, yeah, it says meditation, retreat. That's what you've been doing. Okay, some of you are mothers, and that's what you've been doing, caring for the family, caring for your children, getting everything together, keeping it together. Get it right, get it right, get it tight. All right, but yeah, somebody wants to apologize, reconcile, something. All right, you and this person could have already been in each other's lives, but maybe the two of you never took it to a certain romantic place or a certain romantic level. They want to take it there with you. We have the Page of Cups, the Star card, and the Ten of Pentacles. They see themselves as being your husband. So yeah, Ten of Cups. Somebody's wanting to like let that be known. Like, hey, I see you as my wife. So what's up with that person? When they leaving or something like that. All right, but those are the messages that I have here for you at the time. I pray that this helps you. I know it will. How is it a freeze watch and 70 degrees at the same time? Do you see what I'm talking about? This is crazy. I just looked at, that's crazy, y'all. Anyway, if this is your video, your thumbs up. And if you have not already, go ahead and subscribe. Y'all should see my face. I'm over here like, are you serious right now, y'all? You know how the elders be looking? Like, wait, the two things don't match. You said it's a freeze watch and it's 70 degrees right now. That's crazy. Anyway. What's going on in the world? Anyway, the information that's where you can book personal readings with me can be found in the description box beneath this video, as well as where you can purchase a book, copy of a deck, get yourself a deck, oils, crystals, bracelets, candles, all the good jazz. All right, other than that, if you're interested in joining us for the book club, please do send me an email so that I can message you in response tomorrow and give you all the details. All right, so I look forward to this book club, y'all. We're gonna have so much fun expanding and evolving. I'm looking forward to it. Peace and haggis.